Lame duck legislators do not make good public policies, and for those of us that remain on, we have to deal with the consequences. Many of my constituents remember that lame duck session of 2011 and expect us to deal with the consequences of that session where the income tax was increased, and we have promised to roll back moving forward. This income tax increase passed with the bare minimum, if you remember, of 60 votes required. I believe the death penalty only had 60 votes. Several of the lame ducks who voted yes that night were replaced the next day by new members who had pledged to vote no on the income tax increases. On what was perhaps the most important votes that impacted families in years, these districts were denied the representation that they voted for in the November election. Instead of using the lame duck session as a loophole for passing far-reaching controversial legislation, each bill should be thoroughly vetted through the legislative process. The General Assembly's 2-year legislative session was created to allow more than enough time to move legislation through appropriate channels while also holding lawmakers accountable on Election Day. When elected officials are no longer held accountable to their constituents, mistakes can be made at the expense of our taxpayers.